Hey everybody, Johnnie here. I am so excited. I'm going to be at the Kansas City ZineCon next Saturday. And I just got back from the printers, well, the copy shop. Instead of printing myself and doing all the work, I went ahead and had my own copies. I had the copy shop print them. So I have the little Buddhist zine. Hi, Sean Michael, yay! And Sean Michael, who just popped on, this is his page. I'm so excited. So these will be available. And who else is on? I see Sean Michael. Who else is there? And we printed some more of the soup zines. This is my recipe zine for soups. And delectable vegan soups, if you like soups. And they came out really nice. I'm so excited. I love this zine. This is really amazing. Great soups in it, by the way. Let's see, what's next? Okay, so for the first time in about a dozen years, I have printed copies of my socio-political writing, poetry, Crisis of Consciousness. These are poems I wrote back in the 90s. They're really amazing poems. You can go to my YouTube channel and see performances of these poems that I did for National Poetry Month last April. Last April was National Poetry Month. So I did 30 days of poetry, and some of the poems came out of this one. And for the first time ever, because I hand-bound Absolution before, but this time, oh, that's okay, Sean Michael, that's all right. This time I just went ahead and had it printed. I was going to have it printed on black, but I decided that white was good. It's more poetry, lots and lots of poetry. A few pages. Some of it this is centered around positive interactions involving love and emotional connection and physical connection with other human beings. Now, what I really want to show you guys. So I have these things called microzines. Carissa Lucille from Wasted Ink Zine Distro. In Phoenix. Hi, Carissa. She taught me how to make she teaches people how to make zines. And I learned how to make microzines. So I printed, let me see where they are. I printed out copies of my pretty flowers. If you know me, you know that I take pictures of pretty flowers. And I have an album, a public album on Facebook of pretty flowers. So I printed up a bunch of pages to make a little zine, microzine, about pretty flowers. And then I also have The Desert is My Heart zine. When I get them, they look like this. One full page of laser printed color. And then this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold them like you fold them to make zines, and they'll look like this. Coffee fuels writing. I'm really happy about the little Buddhist zine. I'm so excited about getting my stuff printed again. You know, it takes effort. It takes laying these things out on the computer. The little Buddhist zine was cut and paste, so I hand laid it out. And that's traditionally the way to make zines. But some people do it digitally. I like to do it digitally because I can see it better. But the little Buddhist zine really helped me. Hi, Melissa. Nice to see you. You can go online to learn how to lay out zines, microzines, 16-page zine. there are formats, there are files that you can download that show you how to lay out your pages in whatever tool you use. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Anybody got questions about making zines, about writing, about content? I don't know how to do that. I've been self-publishing for a lot of years, and I'm always excited when I do it. I don't make a lot of money at it. I do it because I love to make. Hi, DJ. Nice to see you. Wow, some people popping up here. This was going to be something else, and I was sitting there one day, and I was like, I got to make a new zine, and I was like, let's make a little Buddhist zine. I'm a practicing Buddhist, and I did, pages like this and like that. I also made another zine called Please Don't Call Me a Lesbian, I'm a Freak, and that's going to be available. I have copies of that one. Grab some tea, some coffee, let's chat, let's have a good time. I don't know. Oh, I was going to show you guys. Have some patience with me, okay? I'm going to show you how to do this because this is a lot of fun. So give me just a second. I have to find scissors. Essential tool for cut and paste. So I'm going to move the camera a little bit. All right. So there's the zines. So we're going to take the pages and we're going to fold. This is fold. This is not staple. It doesn't have to be perfect. So that's my first page. So you fold it like that. Can you guys see that? I hope you can see that. And then you fold this page. All right. And I have to give a lot of credit to the people in Phoenix who helped me learn how to do this. They were pretty amazing people. And I have been in and out of the zine community since the late 80s. Tucson had a thriving zine community. And there was a place where we could always get, so you fold it like that, right? Now we're going to cut down, we're going to cut right here, okay? And there was a cafe that carried free zines, and people who made zines would drop them off there. And like there were a few zines in that cafe. Ooh, I folded that wrong. That I could, that I love to read. And it's where I first found Red Meat from Max Cannon and Life in Hell, and there are a few other things. So, okay, so this is not perfect because the edges are sticking out like that. See that? So I can probably make it a little better, but you can teach your kids how to do this. You could teach your friends how to do this. It's a really great activity. It's fun. You can put any kind of content in there that you want. Yeah, see, it's just going to be crappy. Not crappy, it's just going to be uneven. So there you go. Pretty Flowers. Now go check out my Pretty Flowers album. There's contributors, people who have contributed to the Pretty Flowers album. Really amazing. Did you like learning that? No, I printed, Melissa, I printed at a print shop here in town. FedEx does a really good job, and I've developed a relationship with them. I prefer it because I want the side fold and saddle staple, and it's really a lot easier when you're doing this kind of volume if you don't have a commercial printer at home to have other people do it. It helps me less stress. I stress out over printing because I'm not really super good with the layout, but with laying things out, and it takes me time. And cut and paste, yes, literal cut and paste, Sean Michael. That old school is really awesome. I am the next little Buddhist zine. We're gonna do cut and paste again. But when it comes to poetry, you know, my words deserve to be nicely done. You can go to my YouTube channel, Johnnie Gale, and you can listen and watch me perform these words from these books. So no, I don't print at home. I print at home to proof and to make sure everything's working well. And apparently my our computer didn't want to make PDF files for a minute. And I finally got it to work because printers like to have PDF files. And hey, hi Susie, nice to see you. I guess I should keep copies now because people keep popping up, huh? So, Crisis of Consciousness poetry, mid to late 90s, printed out in early 2000s. Absolution. I think I made this one in 2004 too. Yeah, 2003, 2004, because I was selling them at the old Willow House in Phoenix at their open mic poetry nights. We have the little Buddha zine, and Sean Michael has an image in there. Hi, Davey. Nice to see you. And then delectable vegan soups. You know, lots of yummy, yummy soup recipes. I'm really happy with the quality of the printing on these jobs. I can't even tell you how thrilled and excited. I'm so excited. I'm going to go sell zines. I'm going to go sell zines. Pretty Flower zine. And hey, yeah, it is. It's pretty amazing, Davey. I'm really excited about this. Where'd my other one go? Oh yeah, Desert Heart. Here we go. And then Desert Heart. Da, 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 da. So you can get these. Not these. You can get Delectable Vegan Soups, a little Buddha zine, and Desert My Heart at Wasted Ink Zine Distro in Phoenix. If she has some copies left, tell Carissa Johnnie sent you. One of the best friends for a zinester. So this is called a bone folder. And what it does is, here, let me do this. What it does is when you got your little zine down here, you got your things, you can really make those edges nice and sharp like that so that it stays flat. That's sort of the idea on that. Self-publishing is a good thing. I'm hoping. I have two books, two full-length books. One's 40 pages and one's 80 pages. One's called Myth of the One. And it's my poetry about, you know, love, lust, heartbreak, love done me wrong. I'm a callous person about love. Love is hard. Absolution came after that as sort of my redemption in love. And then my other book is called Crisis, that's this one, Catharsis, which is my artist statement. And catharsis is about healing from childhood sexual abuse and my journey through therapy to get better, and it includes drawings and writings that I created during the time of my therapy, and a lot of my earlier work that I wrote in my late teens and early 20s. That book will be available hopefully soon. I want to get it printed as a book, so I'm really actually hoping to find a publisher for that one. I need to start shopping it and seeing if anybody wants to publish me. I've got a lot of work. I wrote a lot of poetry. I will continue to write more considering the political atmosphere right now. It's been really, really hard. I had a little meltdown last weekend. Like, I didn't think I was going to come back for a while, but I managed to make it back. I was on Facebook and I was reading all the horrible stuff about Charlottesville, all the reactionary stuff, and I just did not. I was so upset. So I just got to that place where I want to send out the big love. Send out the big love to everybody. And one of the things I'm thinking about is I'm thinking that this solar eclipse, it's really got people wired. A lot of people are anxious. They're having issues. They're like, the world's going to end. You know, way back in the old times, like medieval times and stuff, solar eclipses were like the harbingers of change. So I live in Kansas, and we're going to have a 99% sunblock out here. There's a lot of people traveling to this area and other states where the solar eclipse is cutting its path. It's going to be interesting. I should write something about the solar eclipse, huh? I'm all about just creating art. Create art. I have so many photographs. I have taken so many pictures. Remember, you can make these yourself too. You can make your own zines. You can lay them out. You got Microsoft Word or Publisher. You know, find a template online. If you do 8 pages, you do 8 pages full. So like the little Buddha scene. This started out as 1, 2, 3, 4 pages, right? So 4 pages turned into 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, it was 1, 2. I can't count today. So 3 pages that turned into 6, and it's just about meditating. It's just about simply breathing. You know, what is Buddha? Buddhists you should know. One of my favorite things. Be here now. I was Ram Dass. Meditation has really helped me center and ground. It has helped me find a way through anger. And when I get away from it, my anger starts rising up in a really bad way. So I stepped away from it for a couple of weeks, and I've come back to it. Thanks for watching, and thanks for hanging out with me. I really, really, really appreciate it. And share this video with your friends. Hit me up, and you know, I hope so too, Susie. I got 10 copies of each, and then I've got like 20 something copies of my Freak zine. And we'll see. You know, it's roll the dice. Hopefully a lot of people will show up, and I hope I meet a lot of new people, you know, and get exposure. That's what it's about. It's really about being in the community of zinesters and people who make zines. And you know, this is like a 50-year-old art form that has had an incredible resurgence in the last several years. It's sort of like went down for a while, and then all of a sudden it like popped back up, and then I was like, there it was. People were making zines everywhere, and a lot of comics and a lot of queer people making zines, because we're the people, queer people are the voices that are so unheard, you know, are so silenced. We're so silenced, so we make a way to publish ourselves. We make a way to get our voices heard, and we share with each other, and that's what I find amazing about this community.